Your entries are recorded, your bank accounts reconciled. Now it's time to produce your financial statements, the general ledger, the trial balance, the income statement, and of course, the balance sheet. In this video, we'll see how to generate these statements in CassKai, how to get your detailed transactions alongside the balances, and above all, what the prerequisites are for your SYSCOHADA balance sheet to generate correctly. It all happens in the Reports module. The Management Reports tab gathers your statements as cards: balance sheet, income statement, general ledger, trial balance, cash flow, age balance, ratios, and more. The principle is always the same. You choose the period, then you generate. For the period, you have shortcuts: the current financial year, the previous year, the month, the quarter, or a custom period with your own dates. One important and reassuring point: you don't have to choose your accounting standard. CassKai already knows it, from your company's country and settings. For a Cameroonian company, the SYSCOHADA framework applies automatically. Each statement is generated as a PDF, ready to view, download, or send. Let's start with the document most in demand for management, the one that puts your detailed transactions right next to the balances. That's the general ledger. For each account, CassKai first shows its opening balance, then every entry in the period, line by line, with its date, its journal, its document number, its description, the debit, the credit, and above all, a balance that updates with each movement. At the end of each account, you get a summary: opening balance, total debits, total credits, closing balance. It's exactly the management review format. You see the detail and the balance at a glance. Its complement is the trial balance. There, you keep only the essentials. For each account, total debits, total credits, and the balance, debit or credit. At the bottom, the grand total and the balance check. Your debits must equal your credits. The general ledger for the detail, the trial balance for the overview. These are your two everyday control tools. Now to the income statement. It tells you whether your business is profitable or loss-making over the period. CassKai lists your revenue on one side, your operating expenses on the other, and calculates the result. And here, an important SYSCOHADA specificity. The framework separates ordinary activities from what's called HAO, the non-ordinary items, Class 8. These are exceptional, non-recurring operations. CassKai presents them in a dedicated section, then gives you an overall net result that combines both. As with every statement, you choose your period, the month, the quarter, the year, or custom dates, and you compare with the previous year. And now, the balance sheet. This is often where people get stuck, so let's be precise. To generate it, the balance sheet card, you choose the period current financial year, and you generate. You get your assets on the left, with fixed assets and current assets, your equity and liabilities on the right, with equity, provisions, and debts, and at the bottom, the check. Your net assets must equal your equity and liabilities. The key point is the prerequisites, because if one is missing, your balance sheet comes out empty or unbalanced. First prerequisite: your company must have its country or its standard set, so CassKai applies SYSCOHADA correctly. Second, only validated or posted entries go into the balance sheet. Those left as drafts are excluded. So if your balance sheet is empty, check that your entries are validated. Third, and this is the most common, the opening balances. The balance sheet accumulates your entire history. If you start on CassKai without bringing over your opening balances, your fixed assets, your capital, your prior debts will be missing. and your balance sheet will be unbalanced. The solution: enter your opening position as opening balances, as we saw in the guide on importing. Finally, generate your balance sheet over a full financial year, not a single month. A balance sheet is read at a closing date over the whole year. Good news, you don't need to have closed your financial year to produce a balance sheet. CassKai automatically calculates and includes your result, even mid-year. Let's recap. All your statements are generated from the Reports module by choosing a period. The General Ledger gives you the detail alongside the balances, the trial balance, the overview, the income statement, your performance, with the SYSCOHADA distinction between ordinary activities and HAO, and the balance sheet. For it to be right, remember the 3 prerequisites: validated entries, your opening balances entered, and a full financial year. In the next video, we move on to invoicing, creating an invoice, linking it to a customer, and tracking your payments. See you soon.